So already, I'm looking at this reading and thinking, okay, so somebody is definitely taking the time out to really reflect, truly to, you know, let go of these burdens, right? No, this side typically is you, Virgo. And like I said, like I say always, if it doesn't resonate with you, go ahead and feel free to switch to sides. But it looks like you're carrying a lot of burden, a lot of stuff on your back right now. Like it's not good. Like it's just not, it's not, it's not desired. Rather, I don't think you guys want to do this. Carry your burden. Some of you guys was happy, have been happy with this, like just been totally content in carrying your own stuff. But I feel like right now, the reason why you're calling someone in is because you need a rest, you need a break. Some of you guys are just tired of dealing with this all the time, right? You need space and time to heal, especially after everything that you've been going through with with those 10 of Wands. And the Six of Swords to me indicates that there has been some things that definitely need, time to be gotten over. This is a mourning energy, because this is someone leaving behind something that they're familiar with, right? Leaving the past go, and leaving the past behind, and going along with the future, allowing themselves to be open and transition and change with or not really let them change, but keep an open mind for what's to come. Making that transition in their lives, right? And I feel like this person here's got, it's having a hard time, trudging on, because they do need time to heal. And you have 2 cards in here, obviously. These 2 cards do indicate healing. So, yeah, definitely, I feel like this person's carrying a lot on their plate right now. And I think they're trying to change a new leaf, because they do need some time to recuperate, to rejuvenate. Now, this here that I'm pointing at, the cards with this card here, the Four of Swords and the Two of Cups, these two are on the mind plane. So this is the mentality that both parties are going into this connection with. This person needs some time to heal and to relax and to kind of not do so much. And this other person is coming in ready to connect with someone, and be there, to be there for this individual, it seems like. Because the Two of Cups, in my eyes, is not necessarily about support. But I do feel like they do want to connect with somebody. They want to, to connect with somebody in a very emotional way. Whether it's platonic, whether it's emotional, whether it's romantic, rather. And I feel like with the Two of Cups, this person does see this relationship as a match made in heaven. Like, this is the perfect pairing, right? The perfect partnership, the perfect friendship, the perfect coworker dynamic, right? This is the perfect connection. And I feel like this person definitely feels that way. You guys have a lot of things in common, and they see themselves through you. Now, what's interesting about this situation, though, is that this person still is having to make a decision about what they want to do, how they want to move forward, how they want to execute this based off of where they're standing, where they are. Because I do feel like this person feels like a genuine connection with you, right? Nothing like the Lovers type, but definitely something that definitely draws you two together, right? Like a magnet. And I think this person's having to figure out what direction you guys are going to be taking, what direction you guys are going to go. Or really, what steps does he need to take to get to where, or he or she need to take to get to where they want to be? I don't know why I'm being specific with that. Sorry, guys, because I know this could be a female, this could be whoever. I am not trying to be gender specific. I just slipped there for a second. But the Two of Wands, yeah, this person here is trying to figure out what direction they're going into, right? Or how they can execute their goals. What path do they need to take? And now with that Wheel of Fortune coming up, I feel like this is not just a new opportunity for them, and they're considering their options. And it says that right here with the Four of Cups. This person is looking at all the cups that they've been offered, all the cups that that they've offered, or someone has offered to them. And I think now the reason why this person is looking at the Two of Cups, or Two of Wands rather, and thinking of the Two of Cups, is primarily because they know there's a new beginning coming. and they have to focus on what they want to feel from, what they want to feel, not what they have already felt. Now use this situation, not use this time as a comparable. Use it as a way to explore one's feelings and emotions, to gain more depth in how they feel. Because this person is looking at these 4 cups, not interested in those cups already. Because why? They've experienced them already. This person in this card has experienced them, and yet they're not paying attention to the 4th cup because they're so focused on these cups. I feel like this person is shifting, or has to shift their focus, or has shifted their focus mostly, to what they want to feel, to the new beginning that can start right now because they shifted their focus away from what they've already experienced, what they've already done. You get what I'm saying? And here's what's interesting, right? What brought you two together was the Page of Cups. So this was a heart-to-heart conversation. So one expressing their emotions and how they feel. I think this was a small little dream that's been nurtured, and now the challenge is making it a big one, making a really big desire, making it, starting this journey because of how either one of you feel. And I feel like whatever this rest was, or whatever this rest is for this person, right? They first have to recognize what they're carrying and why they're carrying it first, because I feel like that's the only way for them to truly be able to move forward. The Four of Swords is such an interesting card to get into the mind space, though. To think of the relationship as a way of resting, or an opportunity to rest, an opportunity to take a break, because they're carrying so much, right? It makes so much sense. But then the reason why they're coming up with all this, the reason why they're showing that they're overburdened with responsibilities and commitments, and they think that this relationship is in dire need of, this relationship how they see it is an opportunity to rest, is because of the Six of Swords. Because they've been changing, they've been going, they've been they've just been, just traveling, despite how they felt. They still made the changes necessary. They still went through and did what they felt that they needed to do. You know what I mean? So this person never really had time to break. This relationship gives them a time for rest and to heal and to reflect on themselves. I feel like this relationship does kind of bring them back to themselves anyway, and it does give them an opportunity to see how much they're doing and why they're doing it. So let's go ahead and take a look at your Messenger Oracle. Oh shoot, time to ground and need and necessity came out. Wow, okay. Those 2 cards. Barely got a chance to really shuffle, but these 2 came out. And I can agree with both of these, because it's understandable that this person has been carrying the weight for so long, because I don't think they really felt like they could trust anybody to take the helm, if that makes sense. Like, there was just no, like, they just kind of handled it on their own. But now, calling on their soulmate, it's like almost allowing them into their space to handle what needs to be handled, so they can, drop the burdens that they've got, so they can truly relax. You know what I'm saying? Because looking at the underlying energy has just been work, process, growth, focus. 7 of Cups. That's the reason why the 8 of Pentacles there, and it's because I think there was definitely a lot of options, a lot of decisions to make in regards to what someone wanted to feel, and now it was chosen here with the Page of Cups. Somebody picked what they wanted to feel, and they got that person they've got something now that will help them achieve that, achieve this feeling. And I have a feeling it may have to do with being alone. Maybe somebody doesn't want to be alone anymore. Maybe there's someone that feels like they're just by themselves. But this person is done feeling the way that they've been feeling, stuck. They're ready to make the changes that's necessary, that builds their life up and makes them feel what they want to feel, right? So let's take a look at the 2 oracle cards. Like I said, I was going to check it out. Okay, so we have time to ground. Oh gosh, I was right there. Okay. Okay, time to ground. We all experience moments in our lives when we feel confused, unfocused, and surrounded by chaos and turmoil. These moments are often unavoidable, as are the lessons these moments can impart. But how you respond to them is a choice only you can make. Take a deep breath in a moment to pause and reconnect with Gaia and nature. Seek the silence of the void within, whilst your spirit spiral downward to anchor itself like an ancient tree root in the cleansing embrace of the earth beneath you. Okay. So pretty much right now, which looks like exactly what you're going through right now, Virgo, of this side is you. You're going through so much. You've gone through so much. You've just been constantly on the go-go change, right? Been focused, doing the best that you can with what you got, just focused on everything. And this person is focused here too. Focused on building some sort of stability. Focusing on the work needed to be done to make their lives a little bit easier. They're focused on getting to their goal, getting to their dream, getting towards this emotion that they want to feel, or this feeling of happiness. But it's been a constant train, and it hasn't been able to stop for you to reflect and to just kind of take it easy. And I feel like that's part of the reason why the soulmate here is coming in, because you haven't allowed yourself time to rest. And I feel like this person may take up the burden. I feel like this person may help, or this person will help you figure out that the burdens that you carry don't have to be carried like this, or don't have to be carried in the way that you've been doing it. There may be an easier way to conquer a lot of that, but that's going to require trust. Now, need and necessity does tailor towards that 10 of excuse me. Does tailor to the 10 of Wands there, because this is about figuring out what is necessary, what's truly necessary for you, and what isn't, and what you're just trying to say or what you're trying to keep as a necessity, but really is a burden, is not really actually conducive to your growth whatsoever. It's like taking what you need and leaving the rest. So let's go ahead and take a look. Need and necessity. Night and day exist within the very same moment. Creation, destruction wear the same face. You only see one or the other because you're not seeing the whole. What you may see as harmful, another may believe to be good. All is based upon perspective. In nature, all occurs according to need and necessity, not wrong or right. Ask yourself, is there a genuine need to act? Is change necessary for your continued well-being and happiness? If the answer is yes, then act. If the answer is no, then do not. So this is pretty much talking about whether or not, obviously, like I said, right? Figuring out what you need and figuring out what you don't need. And then applying that energy to whichever that answer is, right? And I feel like you guys have gone through a lot, and it's probably time to allow yourself this break, so you can know what you need for this new beginning here. Because the whole thing is like starting the new beginning is the challenge now. Because you're still holding on to some sort of burden here. You can't start something new with something that's still ongoing. You're closing the door here, but the burden is being carried. And until you drop this burden, the beginning will constantly be here. So it's important to take time to reflect, of course. And I think that's why you guys are thinking this. So you guys can have space and be ready to embrace what new is coming in.